Okay guys, welcome to my channel. I want to show you guys how to find a septic system. Now I'm creating a website right now, and this website is going to give you information on anything to do with a septic system, leach field, gray water, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards, everything I know about it. And this is my channel, my YouTube channel, that I'm going to do the same thing as much as I can, and I'll keep them linked together. I don't have the website done yet, but when I do, I'll put a link in the description below for you. So for now, the first thing I want to show you is how to find your septic system. Now there's several different ways you can do this, but I'm going to show you the most common. The easiest way, and I'm sorry about all the mess out here, but it is what it is, and the sun's location. Look up on your roof. Do you see those pipes that are linked together? You're going to look around your roof and you're going to look for a 4-inch pipe. That is a pipe that size right there. So you're going to find the biggest pipe that you can. Actually, it will be the largest pipe on the roof. And if you notice, I'm going to get lucky because there's a small one right in front of it. Now the largest one is the vent that is for the toilets. And the smaller one will be a vent for a sink or a tub, something like that. And you may have them all around the house. But you will only have one large vent, as that one is, the far one. Now the reason that I'm lucky is because it's in line. When they poured the foundation for the home, they ran the plumbing in line, if you can imagine how it goes in line. And those top pipes are simply like turning a milk jug upside down. Without a hole in it, it would just blop, 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 blop. With the hole in the milk jug, it would pour out faster. So in this case, you can see that both those are, one's hooked to the tub and one's hooked to the toilet. And because they're connected together, the pipe is going to run directly straight out from those two. So at this point right now, I can see that my line is going to run from the house straight out here. I hope that makes sense to you. Now, the other thing to look at is how much room do you have in your backyard? Now, if your fence is right about here, then you don't have room for the tank to sit this way and the leach field to come behind it. It's going to have to run one way or the other. And so, in order to determine that, there's a couple things you want to look at. One is, are you more than 15 to 20 feet from the house? If you are, then the tank may run straight. If you only have about 20 to 30 feet, if you only have about 20 to 30 feet, it's going to turn. How do we know if it turns or which direction it turns? Well, here's another little trick. If the pipe is offset to the left just a hair, then the pipe comes out on an angle. The pipe will turn on a 45 and the tank will sit that direction parallel with the house. If that second pipe on your vent is catty-cornered this direction, then the pipe will come out and turn that direction, and you only have about 4 feet of pipe there, then you'll hit the tank. All tanks, well, most tanks are 4 foot by 9 foot, 4 foot wide, 9 foot long. In my case, it runs perfectly straight. Therefore, the pipe is going to come straight out. About 10 to 12 feet is what you want from the house. Personally, I like to go 15 feet because I know the tank is 9 feet long, and it's got to be a minimum of 10 feet from the house. So that gives me 19 feet in there that I should hit the tank. So if I go 15 feet, I'm good to go. And if the pipe is running straight into the tank, I'm going to be right in the center of the tank. So now here's another way that you can determine this. Now that you have an idea how to locate it, and there are so many different ways, I'm going to go over a lot of different ways on these videos to come. You don't know whether you have a concrete tank or a polyurethane tank. Here's something that you can do to determine that. I have a piece of rod here. It's a piece of all thread, but you can use a piece of rebar, you can use a piece of coal roll, and just a pretty large hammer. If you set this on top of this pipe and just tap it down a couple times, you'll feel the bounce. And if you put the hammer on top and give it a tap, you'll feel that bounce. If you set it up here, you'll feel that bounce. That's one of the bounces that you're looking for. If you think you have a concrete tank, you want to feel that when you hit it with a hammer. If you think you have a polyurethane tank, you want to feel that when you hit it with a hammer. That way you don't go too far. I have gone too far and went through the polyurethane tanks before. Concrete tanks, not so much. Not unless you're right next to the lid. So I'm going to go over a few more different things here as far as locating your tank. If you have a trouble finding one, then please let me know in the description below and I'll help you find them. There's never been a tank that I haven't been able to locate. But there has been tanks that I've done the process. It's like looking for a bad fuse in a car. There's a process that you would do. And that process is you start here and eventually we get to other things like searching for it every 5 feet, or maybe an electronic locator. The electronic locator is our last possible step, but there are things. So please let me know in the comments down below and I'll help you find your tank. There'll be just a simple few questions that I'll ask. So I'm gonna go over a lot of different things here in the future. Again, I'm gonna go over how to install a clean out. I'm gonna do it on this house actually. Clean out should sweep. One should go this way, one should go that way. I'll explain why those are the opposite direction in the next video. How to install them, inlet tees, filters, effluent systems, effluent water, how to put a filter in your system if you don't have one, how to check and clean the filter if you need to, how to install a gray water system next to the septic or straight into the septic. We're going to be going over all kinds of things. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope this little bit here helped you out. And again, if you can't find your tank, please let me know in the comments below, because I really want to help you guys out. And I'll get you a link to that website as soon as I can. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Enjoy.